All right, so welcome everyone. Today's flight from Palm Beach County Glades to Miami International. It should be a blast. It would be more blasty if we had any controller online, but as of now, I don't think there is any. So we'll just simulate that we have. I'll go through the briefing as if we would have a controller, so you know what to expect coming into Class Bravo. And we have some aircraft here on the ground. All right. So first of all, weather. I'll have yet to check the current forecast. When I checked in the morning, I uploaded like five slots, not slots, kind of timestamps, showing how the forecast clouds were actually moving out. So now it's 18:30, so we are just slight between those two timestamps. And as you can see that we had some more clouds, then slightly less, or just some different layout, and then gradually it should clear out. We'll check the weather side again to see if that's true. Winds, I included winds at 3,000 feet and at the surface. I'm not planning to fly very high today, especially as you will see on the route that we either go over Charlie or under it, and it's going to be more fun to go under it, I think. So, yeah, and we have quite nice temperatures compared to where I live in. All right. So let's check the actual weather forecast to see what we need to count with. And just refresh that. All right, so as far as the clouds go, I believe we are in the clear. We have clear skies there, some few clouds at 4,000 feet, few clouds at 7,000, 6,000. It's all good. 1 hour later, we have something there. What is it? We have some. Oh, do I see what that is? Okay. Prediction, meteorological details. Outlook valid, 1955. Okay, so that should not really hit us, but it seems that we will have some issues there. Maybe some storm prediction. Yeah, probably some storms might be coming in or something. All right. The winds. How do I close this? Convective, yes. All right. Winds at surface, same as the prediction from the morning. And maybe you can see there, the wind is actually kind of, what does it do? It's like there's some weather pressures around. And 3,000 feet is variable. Okay, if we make it in time, we'll be able to make it. All right then. The route planning. I'll switch to Sky Vector. It's gonna be better suited for the purpose, I believe. So let me go there. Fine. So we'll depart either runway 36 or runway 18, depending on the winds. If I check my little nav map, the winds are like perpendicular to the runway, so it doesn't matter that much, and we can very well depart 36. So in that case, just disregard this this kind of turnaround. We can depart straight ahead. Then we can join this US route 441, basically follow it to the 20-mile band pumping station. And then we have some airspaces. As I said, me personally, I will be flying lower, around 2,500 in this section. So if there was any controller, I would ask, and have a contact with them so I can cross this class Charlie. And then I'm planning to follow the coastline there and maybe looking how the simulator depicts this area. There are two class deltas, Buca Raton and Pompano Beach, that I would be crossing, or I may elect to go maybe at 2600 at this portion. However, there I will need to go lower, and you'll see why. If you can see, we have Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International here, and the direction of those runways is pretty self-explanatory. I want to, fly there. So this is a class Charlie all the way to the surface, and normally you would not be able to fly there. However, if I check Miami flight chart, for example, you can see that there is a VFR transition route depicting exactly there. The only caveat to that is that it's a Fort Lauderdale shoreline transition. We need to be speaking to Fort Lauderdale Tower, and we will be flying at or below 500 feet MSL, or as assigned by ATC. So below 500, that's below the arrival part of the aircraft there, so we can fly there with approval of ATC, of course. So that answers the question why I cannot cross this delta above 2500, because I would not be able to descend in time. Then after I exit this class Charlie, I'm planning to climb to at least like 1400 perhaps for the rest of the flight. That will allow me to stay under the Bravo here, under the outer Bravo here. But obviously, when we are coming in, we would need a clearance, actually clearance to enter class Bravo. So I would contact ATC maybe someplace there, and telling them that where we are and what are our intentions. We can obviously contact them even sooner, maybe they're already and they might tell us to go straight here or something like that. But barring that, and since I don't expect the ATC, I will actually follow this full route, and from government cut I will make our way to the airport and determine what runway to land at. There is another option to this Fort Lauderdale shoreline transition, and that is Fort Lauderdale overhead transition. And this is the second one here. And that's flown at 2500 MSL, or as assigned by ATC, and basically crossing the midfield, over the airport. And then you can follow that up with another transition. Well, this is kind of transition, so it's probably not very suited for us, because this is if you want to continue, down south, that you might use red road transition, and that is to cross the Miami International, So me personally, I'm flying the coastline. Should make a good experience as well. And this is a tech chart, of course. Every kind of information that you get written on the chart, if you have, for example, Miami sectional, it will say you something like caution, intensive VFR traffic, pilots not in communication with air traffic control. You need to make regular position reports, but I was looking for another one. Yeah, Miami terminal area. Pilots are actually encouraged to use the Miami VFR terminal area chart for flights at or below 7,000. So this is not granular enough, and they urge you to use the tech chart and also the fly chart, because this is like more kind of a schematic view and clearer view, at least, of the airspaces. Any questions about the route itself, or have someone of you planned something else?
I was considering the overhead transition, but yeah, the forecasted clouds were kind of low, so I just opted for the shoreline as well.
Yeah, KFLL, let's see. Yeah, they might be. You should be still good enough. But yeah, they are lower. And the prediction is from 19 Zulu, scattered 3000. Yeah, they might come lower. But you should be good enough. However, there you would need to descend to Miami International anyway.
Yeah.
So it depends what you would do. But I would like to see that skyline, that is presented in CSI Miami. So I'll see if I can see that as well from my vintage boat.
Yeah.
All right, but of course, fly whatever you want. That's all right. Yeah, I prepared a navlog. Kind of had to play with it for different altitudes. So kind of glued it together, so to speak, from different generated
Thomas,
navlogs.
can I ask something about these?
Yes,
How do you get the different heights there with SkyVector?
I'll show you. Okay, let me just do this. So you go here, and you plan for 2500, right? We generate navlog.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You get navlog. Then you go back. You do 1500, and you generate navlog. And then you just, put it into MS Paint, select, move,
So yeah, then.
count,
Okay. All right.
count the numbers. Yeah, I know that you were probably looking for something more automatic, but I haven't found a way how to plan
I
like step
I
plans here.
think I read something that you can add some kind of dash and then the altitude next to each waypoint, something like that. But
Oh,
I can't remember
could
how it
I?
actually went.
Could I? Yeah, well, if you plan, okay, I might give it a try later, because if you plan it, for example, in SimBrief or something, and it will generate that flight for you. Actually, we have a little bit of time, so I'll just open one of the flights, saved flights that I did, and that did have a climb in there. Was it this one?
Oh yeah, I found it. Haha. So you just add a dash forward slash and then A045, for example, for the according altitude. Something like that.
Okay.
And that's on SkyVector, Moritz?
Yeah. Give me a sec to give a screenshot here in the chat.
Okay, sure.
I don't have a step here. Okay, let's tackle it some other time. Let's not waste time. But yeah, I'll investigate that, and that would save me a lot of trouble.
Yeah, here it is. It says under modifiers, you have to scroll down until half of the page, I guess. And there it says like, also you can change the airspeed for different waypoints and things.
Here in SkyVector?
Yeah, exactly. You just enter, for example, after I think the 2611 N080, and then after you just enter / A 0, what was that, 005? Try that. I don't know if that works, and try the navlog then.
Oh, this is perfect.
It's nice, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I was kind of puzzled why I cannot do that, and it was just a matter of user error, I would say. Interface between the chair and the keyboard. That was the problem.
The problem sits almost always 50 centimeters away from the screen, right?
You
Okay,
could
yeah.
also call it a layer 8 problem.
Oh yeah.
Right, problem, yeah. Okay, so thank you very much. Yeah, that was very good. Yeah, what I wanted to, let's continue here. What I wanted to really speak about or talk about is the proper identification of the airport. Sometimes we have more airports close to each other than you need to make sure that you are landing at the correct one, right? Usually you can tell from the layout, but look at this layout, look at this layout, and look at this layout. They're kind of identical. So really be sure where you are landing. This one has an advantage. It should have like 2 runways, up top, like on the north part of the airport. But it still might be quite easy to kind of interchange them. So what will help is definitely timing your legs, flying the route, and proper headings and so on and so forth. Also, there's a VOR here that you can use. So this is a Dolphin one. Dolphin, yeah, nice name. Where is it? Yeah, it's Dolphin VOR. So feel free to tune that in, and make sure, that we are at the correct place. It's like 5 or maybe, this is a tech chart. Let me do a normal chart. Yeah, so it's like 3 or 4 nautical miles, there. All right, so really be attentive. All right, departure. So we have Moritz here, so let's speak about the departure. Originally, I was planning to use the runway 36. So in that case, the departure would be like climb straight ahead to 700 feet, and you can do a 45-degree turn to at least 1,500, and then you can turn on course. So I was planning to actually fly over the Creamer Island, and that would be my first user fix from where I could start my timing. Since the wind is kind of straight from the west, so neither runway is really preferred, and we are parking on the north side. So I'm going to change it to 1.8 and depart straight out. Or again, you can do the same stuff like depart to 700 and then turn 45 degrees and continue climbing. The straight out is called straight out departure. The kind of the turn is called like a 45-degree crosswind departure. In any case, you should keep to that track until you are at least 500 feet above the pattern altitude, in this case 1,500 feet, to be sure that you are not interfering with the aircraft in the pattern when you start going your way. So here it would probably be best just to depart, maybe turn left, and then start following this road. Radio calls. Again, very standard one. This is untowered field, so I've went through them last time. I won't be reading them again. Feel free to reference them from the file. The en route portion, this is my standard slide. I rarely make any adjustment to it because I will speak about that more when we actually have ATC some of those days. But in general, some examples, how to request flight following, some information about special areas like military operations areas, what to do and how to behave if you have if a traffic has been pointed to you by ATC and so on. And of course, preparing for the arrival is part of the en route. So getting the latest ATIS or METAR for the airport is a good idea. Then the arrival. So if we don't have any ATC, again standard call signs. So we call where we are at least 10 miles from the airport, what are our intentions, and so other traffic knows. Now it's been some time since we actually flew into Bravo, and I believe that we actually didn't flew into Bravo yet on the VFR apart from the Skyline route in New York. So how you do that is let's take the example from the approach. So it would be something like Miami approach, November 123 Alpha Bravo. It's a type Cessna 152 slant Alpha, 5 miles north of Government Cart at 1,400. Request to enter the Class Bravo airspace. Full stop at Miami International with information Foxtrot. So it is a long transmission. So but the kind of structure is the same. It's the facility you're calling, your call sign, what you are, if you're not already speaking, or if you don't already have a flight following, in that case they know, where you are at, at what altitude you are, and what do you want to do, and that you have, the weather, because otherwise they will need to tell you, and it's just another transmission. Also, if I'm not mistaken, even if you tell, with information Foxtrot, you can add QNH, 29093 or whatever there is, because that's like a separate piece of information, even if it's contained in Foxtrot. But it's so vital that you have a correct altimeter that it bears to repeat that, and ATC might actually tell you if you don't. Since it is this long, you can start with Miami approach and November 123 Alpha Bravo VFR request. If the frequency is, a little bit busier, so you don't block the radio time for a long time, if they need to issue some immediate instructions to somebody else. And then you will get something like November 123 Alpha Bravo Miami approach squawk, and then tell you squawk. So you set your squawk, they will radar identify you, and then they need to issue you the clearance into Bravo. That's very important. For us as a VFR pilots in the US, the Bravo is the only airspace you need specific clearance to enter it. It's not enough to be in a two-way communication. So wait for that clearance until you hear the magic words cleared into the Bravo. You don't enter Bravo. Okay. What I wanted to talk about here, currently the weather seems to be, the wind seems to be from, was it 140? Yeah, 140 at 8, casting 14. It might change a little bit, of course, but in general, that means that the magnetic winds are around 150, 15, or 145 or 150. And in that case, the best runway to use is actually runway 12. It should, and just because of those gusts, if we have gusts straight, like perpendicular to us, then it might be problematic. Of course, the best runway for us is 8 left, right, to land, and we have taxi very, very close here, and this is like for general aviation. If we land on runway 12, then we come to that second adventure that I spoke about in the ad, that we will need to find our way, there across this mayhem. So depends what. I believe that every one of us is, able to select the runway that they want. Be mindful to check what the traffic pattern direction is. So our candidates are actually 8 left. So if it's a left, then I see 8 left. Okay, so nothing is mentioned, so it's a left pattern. And runway 12 is also a left pattern. If it was right traffic, as for example 26 left, it's right traffic, that would be written here. This is something I don't quite understand, why 26 left is right traffic and 26 right is left traffic, because 26 right, left traffic means that you are going here over the airport, and 26 left right traffic means that you are going here. In both cases, you are crossing the other runway. So not really sure what this is about. At the same time, those runways are so close that they are probably, or they are definitely not certified for simultaneous operations. So that should just keeps it maybe slower.
One question.
Yes.
Where did you get the pattern information, the direction of the pattern? Because I have the terminal area chart here, and it says nothing about
Okay,
right pattern.
so let's check. Miami Tech terminal area chart. Yes, it does say, okay, Miami International, yeah, it does say nothing here. So let's say the Miami normal one. Sectional, where is it? There is Miami International. It is also not there, but it is in a chart supplement. So if I go to chart, then I can see here right traffic on 26 left and right traffic on 09er.
Mm.
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
didn't check in the supplement. I assumed the information would be identical.
Yeah, should be. But I believe I heard it somewhere that it actually can be missing from here. And maybe this AOE might be something. I don't know what that means. AOE.
Okay, I need to look that up. I don't know either.
Let's see if we have it here. Ah, it's airport
Yeah.
of entry, so nothing, nothing there. Patterns should be there, but they are not. Maybe the
Yeah.
chart is so cluttered, you know, so much information here that it just didn't make a cut.
Yeah, that really doesn't stop the FAA.
And yeah, and also might be why it didn't make a cut is that it's such a busy airport that there will always be a tower. So in that case, tower
Yeah.
decides what's your traffic pattern and not the
Yeah.
chart. So that might be the explanation, but it might not be, you know. But it's a good question that why it's not there.
Also, one thing about the runway 8 right and left, they are not open at the same time. It seems. I read that in a chart here in Navigraph. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's
That's exactly what I thought. That these are definitely not authorized for like simultaneous operations because they're just so close to each other.
Also, runway 12 is also not in use when runway 8 right and 26 left are in use, and 9, 27 are in use. So 12 seems to be kind of optional when the others are not in use.
Yeah, let's say it like that. If there is a controller, they will assign a runway, or we can request one. If not, we'll just choose for ourselves.
All right.
There's a bunch of aircraft already at the airport. I just use what they use.
Yeah, we might. Yeah. All right. So again, I will be here in the Discord channel. We have a that's outside of us. Yeah. So okay, I forgot what I wanted to say. Never mind. Yeah, that I will be here in Discord if you need me to ask anything. I will be also streaming the flight, but do fly if you can. And yeah, see you at Miami.
We're going to Miami.
Oh yeah, you just found out, right? All right, see you there, guys, and yeah, happy flying.
Thank you. Happy flying.
All right, there we go. So it's time to start our aircraft and get to it. I'll start the radio also now, so I can hear the guys if they start speaking already. Yep. Very good. Timers are to be reset. Very well. All right. So first of all, yeah, okay, we have fuel flowing in. Just reset those trim wheels. Set this for takeoff. The lights, alternators, magnetos.
Clear prop.
Very good. Mixture goes to rich. props forward. Little bit of the throttle. And let's crank that engine. Let's see if that starts properly. Yeah, we have number engine 1 and engine 2. Let's monitor. Seems good. I'll switch on fuel pumps to low to help clear the fuel lines. I have enough fuel for the trip, that's good. So let's go and check the current weather. Okay, so we don't have ATIS or METAR for this exact airport, but we have one for that is to the east of here, and the altimeter is 3003 there, and one that is to the west, and it's also 3003. So I'll use that one, and also I'll verify that we have a correct altitude of the field. So the field itself should be at 0 feet, really. Okay. Actually, not exactly 0, I think. I'll set this one to 290902 because I want to see my pressure altitude. It's almost the same. Let's put it on. Or maybe altitude reporting, that's fine. Okay, still no controllers in range, so I guess we can go. Maybe I'll let the guys go. I'll be waiting for them destination. Okay, so review the procedure. We need to get to Creamer Island first, or we'll not be going there exactly, because we'll not be departing as I suggested here, but we'll be departing to the south. I guess the wind still hasn't changed. Actually, the wind changed a little
November
bit.
6529, radio check. Loud and clear. Thank you.
Okay guys, I see that the wind changed a little bit and now the runway 18 is actually favored. So I'll go and taxi to 18.
Okay.
You need to practice steady taxiing as well, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Alright.
Instructions on clear, flip the aircraft over.
What?
Instructions on clear, flip the aircraft over.
Okay. Alright. Very good to put my rudder paddles on the wheel.
Did you just check in game for the wind hose, or how did you do it?
Yeah, I just checked in game.
The wind sock, is that the right term? Yeah.
Windsock, and I actually checked little nav map what it says.
All right. Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we can
Palm
go.
Beach traffic, codec 36 X-ray at the ramp, taxi to runway 18, Palm Beach.
Palm Beach traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Twin Cessna, Cessna 310, taxiing to runway 18 as well. Palm Beach.
Palm Beach traffic. Delta Echo Lima Uniform X-ray, Cessna 172, taxi to runway 18 as well.
Palm Beach, November 6529 Lima, Skyhawk, I'll be number 4, taxiing to runway 18, Palm Beach.
Okay, that was nice. Everyone read it at the same time. Okay.
Did any one of you come with a fly-by-wire Airbus?
No.
There's one here.
It's my secret short tag of Airbus.
And you have a wrong model matching. By the way, I noticed. Have you downloaded?
Thomas, you're taxiing to 36, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, it's somebody else.
I'm
maybe.
stupid. Yeah, okay, but I actually wanted. Yeah, I was. Yeah, okay, so that was my messed up. I was actually gonna use runway 36 because the winds are favoring runway 36. I just informed you wrong.
Ah, that's why I was wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
So-
was speaking.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I told it wrong totally, and the reason is that my little nav map actually shows those runways, wrong. So I have a runway 18 written down on the south and 36 in the north. So I knew that I needed to go up, but yeah.
So we are using 36.
Yes.
Okay. Need to turn around again.
Sorry, guys.
No problem.
Yeah, I don't know why it's wrong in my little nav map, because here on the ground when I see the numbers, it's actually correct. So
Yeah. I always make a point to set the heading bug to the departure runway, so that's how I notice. Wait, why is he going the other direction?
yeah, there is no risk. There is really no excuse for me.
Do you have any idea how I could fix the model matching? Because it's really wrong.
Yeah, it's a subject not to be taken, on the live. It needs some time. So basically, you need to have a certain type of VMR files, then you select and match, to whatever you want to do. Maybe
Okay.
there should be time afterwards, so maybe we can look at it.
Yeah, let's
after
see,
the
let's see.
flight.
Yeah, there's one relatively simple step you can do to at least get rid of the Airbus.
Yeah, that is true. If you just want to get rid of the Airbus and see the Cessna instead, then you can do that.
Ah, okay.
You have
There's
to
like
swap
a
out the standard model, as the Airbus is what you see when the pilot cannot find a suitable model.
okay, I see.
By
That's
the-
the generic model match, I guess.
Yeah. By the way, who do you see as an airliner?
I think you're just at the end or start of the runway, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
you're
me.
an Airbus.
Well, I'm definitely not, but yeah, if you say so.
It's not me for a change.
Yay.
I'm a. It seems like I'm a Cessna that identifies as an Airbus to you.
Yeah, it's better than just seeing your lights like yesterday, or when was that? No, 2 days ago. Yeah.
And since we are in America, that means that we can identify as we wish.
So true.
That's correct.
All right. Counting lights, traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo departing runway 36. It's gonna be a left 45-degree departure. Counting lights. Here's some echo from some of you. I don't know who.
Headphones on, so I don't know.
And one more piece of information I want to say, at untowered field, we do not line up on the runway. We either take off straight away or we don't go to the runway. Okay? There is no
because you never know if somebody's coming behind you or.
Yeah, there is no that I will be departing and somebody says, okay, line it up on the runway. That's not done at untowered fields.
So that means you just don't line up at all, you just go straight away, correct?
Yeah, you wait at the threshold, and when it's safe to take off, you announce takeoff, you line up with the runway and go. You can,
All right.
stop and, do the final check and depart, but you don't line up behind the departing aircraft, so to speak.
Ah, okay, that was.
Okay, I needed to do something, and I forgot what. I needed to take off, I think. All right, there we go. Okay, and I'll start my timer. Okay, pick up some speed, gear up, and let's pitch for VY. At 700 feet, so let's turn 45 degrees to the left. Counting lights traffic, Coast Guard Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, leaving the pattern altitude, turning south at 1500, climbing 2500. Final call, counting lights. Okay.
Counting lights traffic, Kodiak 36 X-ray, departing runway 36, left and departure, counting lights.
Weird, I can still see the Airbus standing here, but I think you guys took off, right? Oh no.
I think then it's me. I'm the others.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's weird.
I'm texting the runway just now, so it's probably me.
Yeah, that's you.
Right, landing lights off. Fuel pumps can go off as well. Okay, 2500, that's enough for me. Am I heading for that Kramer Island? Should be that one.
Palm Beach traffic, Delta Colombian from X-ray, taking off runway 36, 45 degree left-hand departure. Palki traffic, Kodiak 36 X-ray, turning left crosswind, runway 36, Palki.
Okay, that's Kramer Island.
Celtic leads traffic, November 6529 Lima, departing runway 36, left downwind departure, turning late.
Palki traffic, Kodiak 36 X-ray, turning left downwind, runway 36, Palki.
And reset. Alright, so we have almost 20-mile long lag to 20-mile band. Should take us 6 minutes to get there. If I see that on the map. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, traffic, Cordia 36 X-ray, downwind runway 36, 1700, climbing 2500, departing east, final call. Okay. Palm Beach traffic, Delta Collimator from X-ray, downwind 36, climbing 2000 at 1700.
County Blades traffic, November 6529 Lima, left downwind 1,600 feet, exiting the traffic pattern, County Blades.
Okay, I wonder which one is the road they should be crossing.
Can somebody explain to me the difference between the exiting and the final call or something you said before?
Yeah, the if you say like, you know, final call, that means that you won't be speaking on that theta frequency anymore. You don't need to, you know, say it, but you can.
Okay. Meaning in this case that you wouldn't talk to that specific airport or the airport traffic around that airport, right?
Exactly.
All right, thanks.
Okay, so I believe that what I see is this Hillsborough Canal here, So I must be a little bit closer than I wanted to. A little bit more south than I intended. And this might actually, no, this is another canal. Let me try to check.
I think that's,
Might it be this
I
one?
think that's
was
me
it?
passing right below your left wing, Moritz.
I'm not sure if I'm able to see you since the model matching is wonky, but hello, wavy.
Hello.
Okay, so
No, I can't see anything.
let's consider
no
this
worries.
might be the road.
I made sure not to hit you.
This might be the 20-mile band.
That's very considerate.
Or could it be? No, it should really be. No, the road should be banding.
Are we allowed to now basically turn into the direction that we wanted to have? That's the one or something.
What do you mean? Like turn into direction that you want?
Into the direction of the mile bend pumping station.
Yeah, once you are above 1,500, you can do whatever you want, as long as you don't bump into anyone else.
Sure.
Okay. So I officially got a little bit lost. Don't think that this is the
What do you know? Fort Lauderdale Tower is online. But Fort Lauderdale,
Is it?
south or north?
Fort
No,
Lauderdale
yeah.
is the one that we need to request this VFR transition route from.
Yeah, he's online.
Oh, good.
Just excellent.
Excellent. Okay, I actually did not cover that, right? How to request the transition. So it would be something, you know, that again, you call them you know, like Fort Lauderdale Tower, November 123 Alpha Bravo, Cessna 152 or whatever, Slant Alpha, and then you give your position. In this case, it would be something like, let me see, over the Boca Raton Inlet, for example, Boca Raton Inlet, at you know, 2,500, descending 500. Request Fort Lauderdale shoreline, or request shoreline transition from north to south. So again, facility, who you are, where you are, what you want. I will probably be first there, so tune in to the tower so you can listen in, and maybe you will hear me kind of mess up my call, and then you can do better.
All right.
Okay, that's 6:30, so let's reset the timer. I found what I was looking for. And of course I'm a little bit slower than 183, so that's the reason why I'm late. And let's do 120. Clouds are low. Let's check exactly where they are online. Yeah, Fort Lauderdale Tower, very good. 119.3. So let's do 119.3. There it is. And I'll just switch there already. Listen in. Now we are on this 20-mile long lag. There, let me do a tag. There it is, and we should be coming, ideally there is a small inlet. I'm not sure if I will be able to see that in the simulator, but maybe it's the end of the wider area. Wider body area. Okay, this is not a good FPS. What's happening? It's really struggling. There's something wrong. To verify this program is running. Okay, that is all right. It's been a long time since I encountered something like this. So I'll just hope that we won't get any CTDs or something. Yeah, let's just quickly lower the distances. There. I had it set to more, so that's why I'm just doing this one. To fly a little bit lower. Is this the sheer amount of buildings? Might be. This is in flight sim. Okay, it's been a long time since the CPU was a bottleneck. Right. Let's hope it gets better. Okay, oh, so this is basically what I was looking for, the inlet there. So we are at the correct place. Doesn't seem to be inlet on this map, but otherwise the layout concurs. Well, next we're just flying along the coast, so just verify that the heading is right. It's gonna be 189er, so let's put it in, but I am fairly confident I can follow the coast. But I will be resetting my timer. So let's reset it at 7 minutes. Seven minutes and counting.
I have to, I think, reroute a little bit because of rain I can see there.
Well,
You
rain
can see, still spot the landmarks, it should be fine.
yeah, rain itself is not a problem. If you have the visibility,
All
then
right.
it's fine. Of
Yeah,
course.
I think it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, of course. If you're in the rain, then the visibility will ultimately go down a little bit, but it's not a deterrent, you know, to flying.
All right.
Okay, so I just made a turn at that inlet, and now I'm following the coast.
I have to say the rain is fairly thick. Can still see the ground, but it's not great visibility.
I have great visibility.
Okay,
What altitude are you at?
2,500.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's basically crystal clear for me, but you know, it might be that, you know, behind me there is some weather might have moved in.
Yeah, you are 10 miles ahead of me, so I'm optimistic. Maybe it's just a local shower, so
Yeah, looks like it. I
Alright.
can
I'll
really
just
see
keep
it
going.
develop there. That was funny.
Yeah, that's the good thing about the MSFS default weather. You know, if you have any kind of add-on, it won't do that. But I was flying at that was a long time back, maybe a year back, and I could actually see behind me, you know, the visibility getting really worse, and it just followed me. So I would not be able to turn back, and it was according to the forecast, you know. So really great.
Yeah, that's what's so cool about it. You actually have actual fronts moving
Yes.
somewhere with changing weather.
Very crazy.
All right. So at commercial
Fort Lauderdale
pier,
Tower, Delta 1520, mic check.
it actually starts.
Delta 1520, Fort Lauderdale
So when
Tower,
I'm at
coming in
Boca
555.
Raton Inlet, I should let them know.
Roger, Delta 1520.
And Boca Raton Inlet is the one that I'm coming into right now, and so let's try to look for it.
In Fort Lauderdale Tower, Delta 1520, IFR to Jacksonville.
Delta 1520, clear to the Jacksonville International Airport for the Frisbee 1 departure, stymie transition, then a filed. Maintain 4,000, expect flight level 310, 10 minutes after departure. Flight level 340 is unavailable. Departure is offline and squawk 1413.
It's gonna be that one, I guess. Timing.
Clear to Jacksonville
concurs.
5 at the Frisbee 1 departure, stymie transition. Maintain 4,000, expect flight level 310, minutes after departure. 340 is unavailable. Departure frequency is offline, squawk 1413.
Band,
Delta 1520.
Delta 1520, read back correct. Pushing starts at your discretion. Call me for taxi. Expect runway 10 left for departure.
10 left for departure, and we'll call you for taxi, Delta 1520.
Yes, I'm getting a little rain shower about 5 miles
Sorry
south
about that. Is
of
push start our
Palm Beach
discretion, Delta 1520.
International.
Delta 1520, affirmative.
Roger that.
Nothing bad, though.
Fort Lauderdale Tower. This is Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, twin Cessna slant Alpha. I'm currently at Boca Raton Inlet at 1,800 feet. Request Fort Lauderdale shoreline transition north to south.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Fort Lauderdale Tower, squawk 5243.
Squawk 5243, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Okay, it was for 50.
And Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, join the Fort Lauderdale overhead transition at 2,500 southbound.
Stand by, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Can I get the shoreline transition, or is that unavailable?
Yeah, that's fine as well. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, join the Fort Lauderdale shoreline transition southbound at 500 feet.
Okay, joining the shoreline transition at 500 feet southbound, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, thank you. Right, so let's go down.
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale Tower, Delta 1520, ready to taxi.
Delta 1520, runway 10 left, taxi via Charlie, current altimeter 3002.
10 left, taxi via Charlie, 30, what was it again, Delta 1520?
Delta 1520, it's going to be 3002.
So this is
3002, Delta 1520.
Hillsborough Inlet. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, can you give me a current altimeter, please?
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Roger. I do not have you on my scope anymore, but current altimeter 3002.
3002. Yeah, I'm at 500 feet already now. Just past the Boca Raton Inlet. Sorry, Hillsborough Inlet. Skykill Golf Charlie Romeo. Okay, I need to go a little bit lower. So let's see, the commercial pier, 3 minutes. So that's about there. Can I recognize commercial pier? Yeah, maybe this one. We'll need to think that it is this one. All right, so 3 minutes and 7 seconds. That's like 3.1, yes. Let's fly the aircraft. Okay, turn on some lights. And we should exit that at Hollywood Beach.
And Delta 1520, runway 10 left, line up and wait. Expect a 1.5-minute departure. A delay for departure.
10 left, line up and wait. We'll expect a 1.5 for Delta 1520.
Okay, it should take me about 5 minutes to cross to Gulfstream Park. So 46. This is maybe slightly.
Fort Lauderdale Tower, November 36 X-ray.
November 36 X-ray, Fort Lauderdale Tower, go ahead.
November 36 X-ray is the type Dark Kodiak, about 1-2 miles northeast of the field. 1500, descending 500 with information Alpha, request shoreline transition southbound.
November 36 X-ray, Roger, squawk 5237 for me.
Okay, this is Fort Lauderdale.
Squawk 5237, November 36 X-ray.
Fort Lauderdale Tower, November 824 X-ray Victor, information Alpha, request IFR clearance to Tango November Charlie Mike.
November 824 X-ray Victor, Fort Lauderdale Tower, clearance request standby number 1. And Delta 1520, winds 150 at 15, RNAV elbow, runway 10 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV elbow 10 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 1520.
November 36 X-ray, join the Fort Lauderdale shoreline transition at 500 feet southbound.
Shoreline transition at 500 feet southbound, November 36 X-ray.
Alright, Miami coming in. Then appeared in Hollywood Beach. Do I know Hollywood Beach? And then we have the Gulfstream Park. It should be like bigger water with some islands and maybe some racetrack or stadium or something like that.
And November 36 X-ray, traffic off your nose, it's going to be a Boeing 70 X-ray. Off your nose, it's going to be 800 feet going to 4,000.
Traffic inside, November 36 X-ray.
And November 36 X-ray, just maintain visual separation from that aircraft.
Visual separation from that aircraft, November 36 X-ray.
Delta 1520, Monty Nikon, 122.8, have a wonderful flight.
22.8, thank you, Delta 1520, see.
November 4 X-ray Victor, clearance available, advisor ready to copy.
4 X-ray Victor ready to copy.
November 4 X-ray Victor, cleared to the Princess Juliana International Airport, a snapper 2 departure, sumac transition, then as filed, maintain 4,000, expect flight level 390, 10 minutes after departure. Departure is offline and squawk 1470.
I think this one is already
November 824 X-ray Victor is
speaker
cleared
one.
to Princess Juliana via the Snapper 2 departure, sumac transition, then as filed. Climb maintain 4,000, expect flight level 390, 10 minutes after departure. Departure offline, squawk 1470 for November 824 X-ray Victor.
November 4 X-ray Victor, read back correct, push and starts at your discretion, call me for taxi, expect light 10 left for departure.
Go call for taxi.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, request frequency change.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, make a flight right at Oliver Inlet and Monty Unicom 122.8, have a wonderful flight.
Thank you very much. Have a nice time as well, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Okay.
Fort Lauderdale Tower, Delta Echo, Lima, Uniform X-ray, hello.
Delta Echo Lima X-ray, Uniform X-ray Fort Lauderdale Tower, stay position.
Position is about 10 miles north of you on the shoreline, requesting descent to 500 and passing the shoreline as the other guys.
Delta Echo Lima Uniform X-ray, roger, squawk 5256 for me.
5256?
Affirmative.
Five 5256, Delta Echo Lima Uniform X-ray, take it.
So the views are very great, but I got lost in different beaches and inlets and whatnot. I just stay at 1,400, so I can stay below the Bravo airspace. And let's see. So from there it's going to be 13 miles all the way to Government Cut. And that one should be this. If I compare the time, then it's 4.6, so it's like almost 10 minutes. And I think that I'll arrive there in about 10 minutes. And that's gonna be Miami International, I think. So let's get the latest weather. Wind 1, okay, so that's gonna be runway 12 for me, it's too high a crosswind. So runway 12 should be left traffic if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that's left traffic. Runway 12 is this one, so left traffic. I'll join there. Okay, that's perfect. So this is a government cut. I think this inlet, yeah. Just
And Delta Echo Lima Uniform X-ray. Still not showing that you're with me. Can you verify squawking 5202, I believe it was?
too high.
Sorry, then maybe I misunderstood you. 5256 is the squawk code.
Affirmative, sorry about that. Yeah, that's it's 5256. It shows you're squawking VFR if that's you. Yeah, I think you're 7 or 8 miles out of north of Lauderdale.
Yeah, it's about right. It's set correctly, I don't know.
Roger, that's fine. Okay, yeah, just stay on the shoreline at 500 southbound.
Roger.
And November 36 X-ray, make a slight right at Haulover Inlet. Resume on navigation, Marnie Nicom 122.8. Have a wonderful flight.
Flight right on, that's Haulover Inlet, and over to Unicom. Thanks for your help. November 36 X-ray.
Miami International Traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Twin Cessna at 1,400 feet, approximately 7 miles east over Government Cut. We'll be joining left downwind runway 12, Miami International.
Sure, 172, 11,000, final call, Miami.
Okay, so I'll set this one to runway 12. Let's hit our landing lights and fuel pumps. It's gonna be interesting landing.
Miami traffic, Kodiak 36 X-ray, about 0 miles east of the field at 1000 VFR inbound for landing left downwind runway 12, Miami traffic.
Miami International Traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, entering the airport area, entering left downwind runway 12 at 45 midfield, Miami. Okay. It's not exactly 45, but it will do. It's a little too high. Some aircraft there. There's our parking there. Oh, or there. I think there is our parking. So let's slow down. It's 12, so let's do this. Let's slow this aircraft down. It's gonna be flaps 1. Or flaps 15. And gear can go down. Right. Miami International Traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, turning left base, runway 12, Miami.
Miami traffic, Kodiak 36 X-ray, about 5 miles east at 1000, crossing the extended center line of runways 8 left and 8 right. Miami traffic.
Miami International Traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo on final runway 12, full stop landing, Miami.
Miami traffic, Kodiak 36 X-ray at 1000 on a left 45-degree entry leg to a left downwind runway 12, Miami traffic.
Okay, let's get the chart. Miami traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, runway 12 vacated at Juliet and taxiing to signature, Miami. I'll put it.
Miami traffic, Kodiak 36 X-ray, turning left downwind runway 12, Miami.
Alright. So let's go. There he is.
Miami traffic, Kodiak 36 X-ray, turning left base, runway 12, Miami.
Miami traffic, November 6529 Lima is 10 miles north of Virginia Key, inbound for a left downwind, runway 12, Miami International.
Miami traffic, Kodiak 36 X-ray, turning final runway 12, full stop, Miami.
Miami traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, crossing runway 8 right and 8 left at Zulu. Miami. Okay, the second runway looks to be clear. I just want to cross there to Zulu. Miami traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo is clear of both runways 8 left and 8 right. Miami. Okay, so now
Miami
Kilo.
traffic, contact 36 X-ray, runway 12, located at Quebec 2, taxi to signature. Miami traffic.
Okay, there seems to be signature. Let's see. Okay, yeah, okay, I'm going too far, so let's go there. Signature. Okay, parking.
Miami traffic, contact 36 X-ray, crossing runway 8 right at Mike 2. Miami traffic.
Alright, so since you are on the ground already, what are your like impressions? Were you able to follow, you know, those VRPs along the coast? Because I was not able. It was like too fast for me. And too undistinguished, I would say. Or not distinctive.
To be honest, I didn't even bother trying to get it there. I was too pressed for time. I just followed Magenta Line today. It's too lazy.
I didn't hear that.
I'm too pressed for time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be quiet there then.
Yeah, well, I had no problem like identifying the Boca Raton Inlet and then Hillsborough Inlet, and that's kind of a point, and then there is a commercial pier, and I believe I was able to identify that one as well because there was a pier, you know, going out. But from there, I flew on at 500 feet, and I was not able to, you know, recognize. I was looking for. Well, I recognized the airport, the Fort Lauderdale. Obviously, it was very close, very nice. But then, you know, the Hollywood Beach and the Gulfstream Park, I was not able to tell, you know, which one is that. I was able to recognize Government Cut because that was like the scenery kind of opened and was more recognizable.
Yeah, I did maybe one flight in 2 weeks, and everything went way too quickly for me today. It's just I was happy to get the basics done.
Yeah, this one was definitely intense, and I had some troubles with the simulator as well. From time to time, it was trying to chop me off. So hopefully it's gonna get better, but I guess it's just the sheer amount of scenery around that was the culprit there.
The correct move for me today would have been to fly a slower aircraft.
Yeah.
160 knots is way too fast for. It was like I checked the flight plan. There was like 2 minutes between each reporting point. That's too fast. You can't really visually navigate like that.
Yeah, I had my like points spread out a little bit. The shortest one was like 3 minutes. But yeah, I concur that a slower one would be probably better.
It's crazy how quickly you are out of practice.
Right, so this was the flight from Palm Beach County Glades to Miami International. This was a VATSTAR group flight, and next week we should be heading to the Keys. So stay tuned and join me there.